This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 5, Flemington, Saturday 18 July 2026. All right, let us get straight into it. Here is what the model is saying about Race 5 at Flemington in brief. 2 selections on the board. Flying Dun carries the place selection, the model's strongest read for this race. Mr. Avery sits in the same race multi only as the top 4 leg. So the short version, Flying Dun to place, multi combining both for the value angle. Worth staying for the full breakdown though, because this race has some genuinely interesting detail behind it, and the reasoning matters more than the headline. Race 5 at Flemington, 17 runners, and the top 3 pay a place dividend today. Now straight up, the model is sending a clear signal on this race. The top selection is not the market favorite. The model sees value the market is underpricing. That is exactly the scenario this model was designed to identify, where the data and the market are pointing in different directions. 2 selections from the model today. Place selection on pick 1, same race multi also available combining both selections. Worth saying again, not every race gets a tip. The model only fires when it genuinely sees value. No quota to fill, no pick just for the sake of it. Today it sees something real. Let us get into them. Quick context before the picks, since how this works matters for understanding what follows. The model driving these selections is machine learning based, trained on Victorian racing, and it never stops updating. Every race meeting adds to what it knows. That is different from a static system built once and forgotten, and it matters because racing patterns shift over time, season to season, even track condition to track condition. The real differentiator, though, is the target. Most tipping approaches chase the winner. This model chases place finishers instead, horses landing in the top positions, paying a place dividend. Different target, different method entirely. It is processing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: pace, distance, field makeup, historical patterns, how each runner matches today's specific rivals. All at once, in combinations that are well beyond what manual analysis can realistically track. The full methodology is linked in the description if you want to go deeper. Right now, though, Race 5 is the focus, and the model has a strong view worth walking through. Let us get into it. Let us start with pick 1 for Race 5. Flying Dun, the model's top selection, currently 3rd in the market. Not the favorite, nowhere near the headline of the betting market, just sitting at a price the model believes is significantly off. That is the whole story right there. A gap between what the market thinks and what the data is showing, and that gap is precisely what this model is built to find. Here is something worth being upfront about, because I think it builds trust rather than costing it. I cannot point to one tidy reason the model has landed on Flying Dun. That is not how it operates. It is not running on a single insight like track preference or distance record, the kind of single-factor reasoning that most form analysis relies on. Instead, it is working through dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is in this race, historical patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of it considered together, picking up on relationships a person scanning a form guide would simply never catch. That is the whole point of building it this way. If it could be boiled down to one sentence, there would be no need for a model at all. What matters is this. The market has Flying Dun sitting at 3rd in the market. The model has it ranked 1st for Race 5. That difference is where the value sits, and finding exactly that kind of gap is what this model exists to do. It was built specifically around place finishers, not winners, so when it puts a horse at the top, it is saying this horse matches the pattern of horses that have historically finished in the places. A different way of looking at the problem entirely. Flying Dun for the place. Top 3 finish in a 17-runner field. That is the model's read on Race 5. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2 is Mr. Avery, currently 4th in the market, a different style of selection to pick 1, worth clarifying up front. The model views Mr. Avery as likely to finish in the top 4, but is not confident enough for a top 3 finish on its own. That distinction is the whole point here. The data falls short of supporting a standalone place selection on Mr. Avery, but it clearly supports the top 4 role inside the same race multi. It can sound like a minor technicality, but in a 17-runner field, it is anything but top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th pays nothing. So backing Mr. Avery as a standalone place selection is not what the model supports. Its value lives in the multi combination. Put simply, the model is saying Mr. Avery belongs in this race and matches the shape of a top 4 finisher in this field, while a top 3 finish specifically remains less certain. The multi only needs top 4. Flying done in top 3, Mr. Avery in the top 4, that is the model's combination for race 5. For race 5, the same race multi combines Flying Done finishing top 3 with Mr. Avery finishing in the top 4. Check your own wagering provider for whether this market is offered. Worth pausing on one point before moving on, these 2 bets are not equivalent, and they do not share the same probability of success. The standalone place selection on Flying Done is the model's higher confidence read, a smaller return, but a meaningfully better chance of it actually landing, and that remains the model's central view for this race. The same race multi requires both legs to come through Flying Done in top 3, Mr. Avery in the top 4, which reduces the overall probability but increases the potential payout if it does land. Taking both is optional, not required. Flying Done alone carries the model's strongest signal. The multi is there for those drawn to the longer odds, higher return option. Either way, understand exactly what each bet needs before deciding. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If today's full card is what you are after, every race has a dedicated video, all collected in the playlist, uploaded ahead of race 1. Worth browsing the other races to see which selections fit what you are after. Combining multiple model selections into a place multi is something some punters do. Your wagering provider can explain how that works. Whatever you decide, make sure it is your own informed call. One more thing worth repeating, check for scratchings before placing any bet, since they can completely reshape a race on the day. For race 5, the model's place selection is Flying Done. The playlist has the rest of the card, and if you have not subscribed, this channel runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, entirely free. That is race 5 Flemington wrapped up. The model's place selection is Flying Done, and the same race multi-combination is Flying Done top 3, Mr. Avery top 4, for those who want to explore the longer odds option. All tips are tracked publicly and results posted every week. Good days, bad days, all of it out in the open. No cherry-picking, no hiding the losses. You can see exactly how the model has been performing over time and make your own call on whether it is worth following. As always, for entertainment purposes only, please make informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you in the next one.